Hey, it would have been so much easier.
I just left a friend's place right next door here. He has got, he's doing a production of a sort of a family production of what their family used to do. They got a famous name, I'm not gonna call it, but, they got a famous name, and he's trying to show what that family had done over the years to come up with this
Yeah.
product that everybody here in Arkansas knows about. And he wanted me to look at the set, and he showed me the emblem that they were gonna do for this airplane scene that he's actually built. And I said, well, where did you get that emblem made at? He says, a guy with a CNC router made that. I said, oh, I knew this guy. Cause I don't talk CNC with
Yeah.
much. And he says, oh, there's a different CNC. It's turned up sideways and it's turned up vertically, sort of at an
Oh.
angle. I said, I saw that on YouTube. It's the exact same one that I saw on YouTube, and it operates with cables, and it pulls the router around, and it's
Like a giant Etch-a-Sketch.
like a giant Etch-a-Sketch, except it loses its accuracy on the perimeters.
Yeah.
I saw that on YouTube that they talked about, and they're trying to correct that. But I really want to talk to that guy because I like that kind of stuff. And so when you talk about learning stuff, there's so many people out there that are smarter than me.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like I
yeah.
just wish I were in the room with them for 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, you know, to see the stuff that they do and what they come up with.
But you know, there are the guys that are smart about all of that stuff. They can go, oh, well, we just take it and we do this and we do that and everything. Then there are the people who look at the wood that they're dealing with and go, tell me your story.
Yeah, yeah.
Guide me through what we need to do to make this
Do
work.
you know a guy named Keith?
Keith,
He's a woodworker here. Does a lot of bending and a lot of
No.
furniture stuff, really exotic stuff. He finds pieces of wood out in Burley Forest. And
she figured it.
I don't know why this thing is
His
talking to
phone's
me.
over eavesdropping on
Yeah,
us.
but he finds these pieces of wood with these knots in it and stuff, and by the time he gets through with it, that knot became a head, and that brighter part became the ear,
Oh, yeah.
and he can see all this in there and carve it out. There's another friend of mine who worked for me for a little while when I was doing Mosaic Templars. He's in Dallas now, and he makes these carvings out of trees and stuff, and he is really going gangbusters with this stuff now. Really going gangbusters. And I've seen some of the stuff on the internet, and I'm thinking, how do you see that in this stump? How do you see that in this knot of wood? But he carves and cuts out stuff like that, and I'm always amazed with people who can do that. I don't do enough art, and I wish I could get into more art. I try to put art in my work,
Yeah.
but just for the sake of art, just for the sake of art, I would love to do some stuff like that.
Well, for the sake of art, that takes time, and you know, like you said earlier, we're trying to put food on the table, you know. But what I had been kind of referring to was putting art into, you know, the piece that you're working on, like that cabinet you got over there now that you cut the legs for.
Yeah, that was
You know,
pretty,
that's
well, that cabinet is probably 7 or 8 years old, somewhere in there.
yeah.
And it was I kept it because the lady who wanted it, ordered it, bought a house and was getting ready to move and no longer needed it or wanted that. And so we brokered it, and I kept the cabinet.
But you can see the art that's gone into that. I mean, you know, the pieces, there's no gap anywhere in there, like not, you know, not paper thin. And you know, that shows in your work, the piece that's behind you here, the Tusker piece, that's, you know, it's.
Yeah, well, that's a collection, I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 3 or 4 pieces that go with that.
Mhm.
But I haven't made the other pieces yet, but once I make them, then that'll be my original.
Yeah.
And then from that, I'll hopefully get some orders to do some other stuff. But I don't like common stuff that are boxes, and I want to show you a piece a little bit later called an obelisk.
Okay.
And this is one of I cherish this piece because of its uniqueness and its use. And I built 23 jigs. We talked about jigs earlier. I built 23 different jigs to produce this thing. And I can produce one if everything goes right and all my jigs are working up to snuff. I can produce one in 2.5 to 3 hours. have it on the floor. From taking one board into the shop, 2.5 hours later, I can produce one of these. And so I'm trying to get to that point where we can actually produce these items and get them out there. Even for the guy that you talked about, beard guy.
Bercho.
Virtual.
Yeah. Quick aside with this, Bercho is a guy who is a barber here in town. He's wanting to come up with his own brand, and he wants some unique packaging, and he's come to us to talk about how to do that. We're really honored with it, so that's going to be coming in hopefully soon in the future, within a year.
And you left here the other day. I came back, a friend of mine stopped by. He needed me to do something in his car that he couldn't do because his hands are becoming weaker from, he's been on dialysis for 30 years. And so his hands are weak. And when I came back inside, I literally picked a piece of typing paper off and sketched out something. I'll show it to you in a few. It's a 3D product. I can do the whole thing in SketchUp. Get a small, it'll work off of a small 3D printer to actually make the prototype. I'm actually going to make one in the shop because I can machine the prototype out in the shop quicker than I can actually draw it and make it in a 3D. But it's simple, and it is. I made him one years ago. The reason I'm bringing this up, I made him one years ago out of wood, and he used it for a long time until he got rid of his car, and he never did take it off the keychain he gave it away. I'm going to make him another one, but this time with some improvements to it. And it's a simple idea, but what I would hope that we could do would be to garner business from people who, everybody sits around and has ideas. We're not alone in this, but people don't know how to turn them into anything. I got one other woman who comes over here that's got an idea for something that deals with infants, and I've been working with her on that, so I got to get my scanner to work properly so I can scan these parts in and replicate this whole thing. But there's so many people with great ideas, not a place to go to get them done.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that we can afford people that opportunity. And the name, when we talked about something on the parking lot last week about weekend stuff.
Yeah.
What was that?
Rent-A-Shop. It was Rent-A-Shop. Okay. Yeah. Since you weren't paying attention, that's going to come in another video.
Yeah, we'll bring that to fruition because I couldn't remember the wording.
Yeah.
And now that you said it, it's okay. Now it all comes back to me. But I really want to get into that.
Yeah, well, like you said, one of the things that we are trying to do here at Rabbit Head Wood is not only come up with our own ideas and present them to you for your general consumption, and hopefully you'll buy tons of them. But if you have an idea, submit it to us, work with us. We'll see what we can do to bring it to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what Rabbit Head Wood is about. That's what you're watching now. That's where you're going to come shop.
Rabbit Head.
Rabbit Head.
Now, hopefully that got it. Did we get it?
We're still going. I think I'm going to need to go over there and turn it off.
Oh.